Check, check, check. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, welcome. Welcome to the Path to Crafsmanship. I'm just going to give a few words and logistics, and then I'm going to hand it over to Todd Kaufman, who actually helps coordinate and run this portion of the conference. And we'll do some more of these logistics tomorrow morning as well, but I want to highlight a few things. One, there was a mistake made in the printed program guide. So is Rob Kiefer here? Rob? Is he here yet? He's not here yet? Okay, well, I'll have to apologize to him right now because his name was not put in here. If you look after the lunch keynote, which is Dave Hoover, in the afternoon sessions, which is right on the first page of the program guide, in this ballroom, developer peace of mind, harness the power of flow. It says Dave Hoover. That's actually Rob Kiefer who's giving that presentation in the afternoon session, so I apologize to him. A couple things that I want people to be aware of. Logistically, we're in the ballroom right now. The two rooms that will be used for the sessions today are this ballroom and the conference theater, which is downstairs on the first floor. Literally, if you come down the stairs, the long stairways, take a right and go back there. If you go down the staircases that is at the end of this hallway, then you'll just go right as well to get to that auditorium. The food will be served over here, both for lunch and breakfast. And a couple other things. In your bags, you'll find a little card like this. This year, instead of doing the printed survey forms, which everybody hated, we actually did something with technology. Go figure. There's a QR code in here. You can give a survey for the overall conference. It also has a listing of every session. So you can do a survey for every session that you attend. We would highly recommend you do that to help us improve the conference. And I'm sure our speakers would appreciate the feedback on their sessions as well. In addition, there's a card called a sponsor card inside your bags. Please do visit the sponsor booths. Get a box marked off for each of those. And if you complete that and put your name in, you'll be put in a drawing for a MacBook Air, an iPad Air, and 2 Apple TVs, and that's from COHAA, the conference. And those will be given away tomorrow at the conference retrospective and happy hour. Must be present to win. In addition to, if folks have PMI and need PDUs, be sure to pick up a certificate downstairs. And lastly, is Faye and Dan in here? Can you raise your hands? Faye's right there. If anybody has a specific food allergy or needs a gluten-free or a vegan meal, please see them. They will give you an actual card that you can give to a server during lunch, and they will provide that meal to you. So without, those are the logistics for the morning. If there's any other questions, I'm Bart Murphy. I run the conference for COHAA. I'll be around. You can see anybody with the COHAA shirt. But for today's activities, I want to introduce Todd Kaufman. And Todd is the one who coordinates and helps run the Path to Craftsmanship and really started this portion of our conference, I believe, almost 3 years ago. He currently works at Test Double, where he runs and I think you own the CEO of the company, I believe, right? I don't know what to call it. Titleist, yeah, they're Titleist. He runs the company, so I'll hand it over to him. Todd.
Hello, how's everyone doing this morning? It's 8 o'clock conference kickoff, right? It's a little rough. Even worse, I'm going to start the conference on a little bit of a downer note here, so I apologize for that. We really, oops, I may need Delongin's help. All right, so how many people knew Jim Wyrick? A few of you? All right, Jim Wyrick was known, he was a speaker here last year. We actually had planned on him speaking again this year, because really this conference was started because this portion of the conference was started because we felt as developers we could, invest more of our time in kind of the craft of writing good quality software. And nobody really embodied that more than Jim. Physical appearance-wise, he was always known as the Santa Claus of the Ruby community because he was a big guy and he had a white beard and everything. But I think more than that, he was known as the Santa Claus of the Ruby community because he brought joy to the art of writing software. He was a personal friend of mine, but more than that, he was just a really good teacher and somebody who really practiced the craft of writing software. So I just wanted to acknowledge, he passed away earlier this year on February 19th at the young age of 57. So don't want it to be too much of a downer. What I want to pass on to you guys is, Jim approached software with kind of like a childlike enthusiasm. That was really what he was about, was learning and teaching and sharing with everybody else. So hopefully over the next 2 days, that's what you guys will take away from this conference. You'll learn from great people like Nilanjan, just what it means to kind of expand yourself, learn new things, and hopefully go out and share that with others. So on that note, hopefully that's not too much of a downer.